Gear Evolution. Chapter 5. Bone Signal. Somewhere far beneath the central wastes. Drip, drip, drip. The sound echoed off pale stone and wet metal. The chamber was too wide for its ceiling to be seen, and too low for comfort. Dozens of wires ran across the walls like roots, pumping viscous fluids into tanks filled with twitching shapes, some human, some almost. In the center stood a single chair, welded to bone, laced with muscle. A man sat in it, if he could still be called that. His arms were long and thin, one wrapped entirely in pale, calcified armor. His face was partially hidden under a hood stitched from old lab coats, but even in shadow his teeth gleamed.
It's begun.
His voice was low, dry, brittle. Across the room a console flickered. Monitors displayed 3 faces in grainy resolution: Joseph, Isaac, and now, number 5.
The system reboots, and the gears come crawling back. Good. Let them run.
He extended a finger, and a long white nail cracked outward from the tip. Growing, shifting into a needle, he pressed it into a port on the console. Bone signal activated. Signal receiver. Subject number 3. Francis Bullington.
Let's see what the speed gear does when the past catches up, he said.
The screen buzzed, coordinates locked.
Prepare Unit 7 and send Melissa.
A shadow moved behind the tanks. A woman stepped forward, tall and smiling, her long brown hair writhing slightly like it had a mind of its own. Her eyes were sharp. Her voice was smoother than venom.
Are you sure he's ready?
Francis.
No, but his fear is.
Eastern Drift, outskirts of the free zones. Francis Bullington didn't look like a gear user. In fact, he barely looked like he got out of bed most days. Currently, he was stretched across the back of an old sofa in what had once been a highway gas station and was now his home. His jacket was slung over a dartboard, his shoes were on a crate, his hair was a mess, and his eyes, warm brown, almost lazy, were half-lidded as he flipped a screwdriver in his hand. The radio buzzed static again.
Weather tomorrow. Gusts at Gearstone Level 5. Report any unidentified core surges.
Francis sighed and hit the dial.
Quiet, quiet, quiet. Man can't even get 5 minutes of peace without someone screaming, "Core surge," these days.
He rolled the screwdriver across his knuckles and caught it between 2 fingers. Flick. It was gone. A slight breeze passed through the room as he stood, now leaning against the door frame. Speed. It wasn't just his gift. It was how he lived. Everything slow was boring. Everything slow was dangerous. If you didn't move fast, you didn't survive. Not in this world, and yet. He turned his head slightly. Someone was watching him. Across the rooftop, 200 meters away. Melissa crouched low, hair shifting and coiling around her body like snakes. Her vision sharpened, zoomed, eyes locking onto Francis. She exhaled through her nose.
You always were the easiest one to find, she whispered.
From her sleeve, a strand of hair extended, sliding silently over the rooftop and down the drain pipe toward his front door.
Let's remind you what running can't solve.
Back inside the station, Francis stopped. The screwdriver dropped from his fingers and bounced twice on the tile floor.
Oh no.
His pulse spiked. He didn't see anything, but he felt it. A presence. A vibration. Gear. 2 sound speed. Primed. He dove to the left. A crack echoed through the air as the door exploded inward, not from explosives, but from a hair-thin whip of compressed strands that struck like a bullet. The strand whipped again, faster than light, and struck the fridge, cleaving it in half. Francis was already outside. He moved so fast the walls blurred behind him, the earth bent under his heels, air compressing into thunder with every step. He launched off a parked bus, flipped twice, and landed on the rooftop where Melissa had stood. Empty.
Ch.
He turned. She was behind him.
How's that for an entrance?
Francis stared.
You're alive?
And you're just as pretty as I remember. Well, faster maybe.
You shouldn't have come here.
Melissa's eyes narrowed.
None of you should have run. The bone gear is rising again, and you've been marked.
A strand of hair shot forward, and Francis vanished. Next chapter. Tease. Fast enough to remember. Francis and Melissa fight, but with his back against the wall, Francis is ready to risk it all.